Good. You want to ring the bells?
Yeah.
I can't. I got multiple. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Charlottesville on this glorious day. It's beautiful. Welcome. And welcome to everybody who's online on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Zoom, and on our website. We're glad you're here this morning as well to share with us this day. My name is Don Lansky. This is Patricia Golino Lansky, and we're the co-ministers here at Unity of Charlottesville for one more week. Together.
Then you.
And, yeah. And then me and you, so I'll need a bunch of help. So anyway, good morning. Let's have some beautiful music.
Sunday morning, I'm a joyous soul, feeling sacred, loved, and whole. The Spirit fills me, I can't hold it in. I gotta keep it showing.
Keep it showing. Sing it.
Keep it showing. Look up
Keep
there.
it showing.
Keep it growing.
Keep it growing.
After we say the last amen, you got to go out.
Go out.
Reach out.
Reach out.
You got to shout out.
Shout out.
Because what goes forth comes back again.
There's a saying that is widely known. Fill someone's bucket and you'll fill your own. The love you give away comes back times 10. You gotta keep it showing, keep it flowing, keep it showing,
Keep it showing.
keep it growing,
Keep it growing.
After we say the last amen,
You gotta go out.
go
You
out,
gotta reach out.
reach out,
You gotta shout out.
shout out.
What goes forth comes back again. When you see there is a job to do, it's a blessing that has come to you. You can take this opportunity to discover who you can be, and every morning be a joyous soul, for you are sacred, loved, and whole. And if you want the joy that never ends, you gotta keep it flowing,
Keep it flowing,
keep it showing,
keep it showing,
keep it growing.
keep it growing.
After we say the last amen, you gotta go out.
Go out.
You gotta reach out.
Reach
You
out.
gotta shout out.
Shout out.
What goes forth comes back again. You gotta go out.
Go
You
out.
gotta reach out.
Reach
You
out.
gotta shout out.
Shout out.
What goes forth comes back again. What goes forth comes back again. I tell you what goes forth comes back again.
Cha-cha-cha. Yoo-hoo. Well, welcome again to Unity of Charlottesville. We're so grateful that you're all here and online as well. Welcome. We are Unity. This is a place of welcoming of all people from every nationality, race, religion, lifestyle, sexual orientation, and gender identity. We are all welcome here because we are Unity and we are all one family. So as we see each other, we know this truth and we celebrate it together. Let's take a moment now to center within in prayer and join your energy with mine in this opening prayer time. For together we make a mighty, mighty energy of love and welcome and support. Together we amplify our prayers. We amplify the intention of oneness. And so as we take this moment to go apart from the world, the busyness of our lives, the incredible energy of the day, such beauty around us, we go within to also welcome the beauty of spirit right within our very hearts. Feeling into that space within us of all possibility, that space of connection with the divinity as us, through us, and also connecting with all of the energy of the loved ones around us. Breathe into that now. Feel into it. That we are united. We are one. And I wonder how that idea of oneness is evolving for each and every one of us. Perhaps the first time you heard it, it was on one level. And then you heard it again, and it deepened into a new level. And my hope is that today, as you hear that we are all one, it comes to you in perhaps even a newer way, even a deeper and richer way. This is our path as spiritual beings, to deepen our understanding, to deepen our awareness of these spiritual principles that guide us through our days and nights, that really do allow us to have an experience of heaven on earth as we embody these principles more and more and more. We are so grateful to be here at Unity and to be always revitalizing this understanding of our spiritual path. And so right now, we allow ourselves now to remember and to celebrate the truth that we speak every single Sunday, our statement of faith, that if you don't know it, is right here in front of us. Together, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent, and so it is. Amen. Well, in a moment, we're going to have an opportunity to be able to bow to each other from afar. This is our greeting song. And if you'd like to stand, if that feels good to you, please do. And join in singing.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Well, what happens now? Youth. Youth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, not yet. But before that, we have somebody that we really want to celebrate today who just had a birthday, and that is our own Blair Jones. Birthday. Tuesday.
It's actually Tuesday.
She's
Coming
not
up
there
Tuesday.
yet. Just
Not
hold on.
quite.
Now we
Not quite
wondered-
as old as I'm going to be.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
But we didn't know if you wanted to play your own song. We could sing it a cappella to you if you just give us a note.
Yes, you have to sing it to me.
Give us a note.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Blair. Happy birthday, dear Blair. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Yay, now Youth Ed, now our Youth Ed is starting. We're grateful. They may come.
There they come.
Okay,
Mission statement.
yes. Would you like to join together in our mission statement? Because as we affirm it, we know that it is true, and we hold it in our belief as true. Together, please. Unity of Charlottesville
empowers everyone to express their unique divinity, making a positive difference in the world.
So true.
Okay, we need you to sing along on this next one.
Yeah, this one gets you going.
Sing
Come
along,
on.
clap along. Oh, yeah, see, this is your part.
And they're correct.
It's not hard either. You'll get it. 1, 2, 3, go. I know 3 little words that can heal my life, give me power every day. These 3 little words can mean so much and help me get out of my way. Every time I hit a roadblock, this is what I say: life is good, let it go, playful out. Yes, I can. Tell me more. I am blessed. Be here now. I love you. I know the words that I say will determine the way that my life is gonna be. When I say what I feel, then I make it so real to manifest my destiny. I just think about what I'm saying. That's the magic key. Life is good. I just claim it, let it go. Peace and surrender, playful out. Go for it now.
Yes, I
No, I
can.
know I can. Tell me more. I want to know what you're thinking. I am blessed, truly grateful. Be here now, truly present. I love you. When I trust my heart to say what's on my mind, the truth will be revealed. It happens every time. Words can heal my soul. Words can help me through. My words determine what I think and feel and do. Life is good. I just claim it, let it go. Peace and surrender, playful out. Go for it now.
Yes, I
No, I
can.
know I can.
Tell me more.
I
Come on,
know
give
what
it.
you're thinking.
I am blessed. Easy,
truly
boy, easy.
grateful.
Be
Be
here now.
fully present.
I love you. Easy, easy.
Life is good.
Sing it. Let it go. Playful out. Yes, I can. Tell me more. I am blessed. Be here now. I love you. Life is good.
I just claim it.
Let it go.
And surrender.
Playful out.
Go for it now.
Yes, I
I
can.
know I can.
Tell me
I
more.
wanna know what you're thinking.
I am blessed.
Truly grateful.
Be Say it, Blair. We love you, Blair.
Good job, everybody.
Whoa, oh my goodness. Things are moving here at Unity, aren't they? The bodies, the sacred bodies are moving. Um, well, I'm out of breath. Wow. It is my great pleasure to introduce someone that really needs no introduction anymore, but it's my pleasure to introduce her anyhow. We have had the great privilege of holding the space for a ministerial intern who is becoming a Unity minister, and she started here in May, as you may remember, and has continued with us, and she has now finished all of her coursework. She just needs to finish the internship, and then in June, I believe, she will be ordained a Unity minister. So we have helped to hold her in our loving arms and our loving hearts during this time, and to see her blossom and come to know her so well. And we're so blessed to have her with us again today. Would you welcome Ann DeMichael? Yay!
Wow! Thank you so much. Oh, good morning, Unity of Charlottesville. You know, I was thinking about this. I think Blair gave the message in song, didn't she? That was beautiful. Thank you so much. And, you know, when I was talking to Blair about the music, she actually just picked some wonderful songs. And when I went online to listen to them, because I hadn't heard the very first song that she sang, I saw her CD cover that she had. I want to share it with you. Oh, there it is. I loved it. What'll you have? You know, it reminds me of being at a banquet table. You know, we're walking up to it, and the question is asked, what'll you have? And we have been in the process of serving a feast of Unity's 12 powers. And the table is full, and you can have as many of them as you like. Matter of fact, you have them already. So we have already spoken about faith and understanding, will and imagination, and today we're exploring the power of power and zeal. You saw a little bit of that earlier when we were playing the music and people were up dancing. So the banquet table is filling up, and like I said, there's plenty for everyone. Well, there's already a little girl who has visited the banquet table. She's in kindergarten, and she was in her class, and the teacher, Mrs. Smith, asked the children to draw a picture, anything they wanted. So Mrs. Smith walked around, and she looked at Johnny's picture, and she said, wow, those are beautiful flowers. They're so vibrant in color. Yay, way to go. And then she walks a little bit further, and she sees Jill, and she says, Jill, I can't believe you can draw a car so well. Well done. And then she walks over to Susie, and she looks, and she goes, what is that? What are you drawing? And she answered, she went, I'm drawing a picture of God. And the teacher, Mrs. Smith, said, Susie, you can't draw a picture of God. Nobody knows what God looks like. And Susie looked up without missing a beat and said, well, they will when I'm done. Yeah. So, hey, that talk about divine audacity coming from a kindergarten student. I love it. The light of power and zeal. So I wonder if you would agree with me when you hear the statement, it's a new world out there, right? Things are changing before our very eyes. They have been for quite a long time now. So it is a new world out there. Well, Shel Silverstein was an American writer and poet. You may be familiar with some of his works. I love them because they're quirky, but they always have a wonderful little message underneath all of that. So let me read that for you. New world, upside down trees, swinging free, buses float and buildings dangle. Now and then it's nice to see the world from a different angle. So it's always wonderful when we can look at our outer world from a different angle, like Susie was doing. She was challenging Mrs. Smith to look at things a little different. And it's also very powerful when we can look at our inner world from a different angle. So today we are continuing, as I said earlier, with Unity's 12 Powers, and we're using the book by Linda Martellett-Whitsitt entitled Divine Audacity to help guide us on our exploration. Our book study groups are now in week 4 of 7 weeks, and I have to tell you, it has been a wonderful experience, and I know that's going to continue, and I'm affirming that if you are in a book study group, you are experiencing the wonder of being with folks and talking about wonderful spiritual concepts. So the last 2 weeks we've been talking about our brain powers, right? Especially the power of faith, remember, located at the top of our heads. The power of imagination, right here, third eye. And then on either side, the power of will and understanding. Those are considered the brain powers. Well, today we're talking about power and zeal. Our spiritual, well, energetically, I should say, the power of power is located in the throat chakra. The power of the spoken word. And the power of zeal is located in the back of the neck. They talk about these powers as being thunder and lightning. I love that. Lightning, the power of the spoken word. I know you have a lot of thunder and lightning when you speak your truth. So I wanted to mention to you that Linda used this as the power of power in 3 aspects: concentration, self-mastery, and authority. So I want to take a moment to have you look at this slide, because do you remember as a kid, I don't know if you ever did it, I did, you'd get a magnifying glass, you'd hold that magnifying glass to that piece of paper, and you would do your best to see if you could get that thing to smoke and catch on fire. Well, the only way to really do that was to have that beam of light focused intently on that piece of paper. If the magnifying glass was moved too far away or too close, nothing would happen, right? Do you remember that? Did anyone ever do that? Yay, woohoo, look at those hands, I love it. So a question to ask is, and to think about as you're processing this, is that, does this experience for you describe vividly how the power of concentration works? Because it is a skill which enables you and me to fix our attention on a single thought or activity, while at the same time, this is the interesting part, excluding everything else. Single point of focus and concentration. So again, a question to ask is, what do you spend your time focusing on? Think about that for a moment. Think about it when you're speaking your word. What are you focusing on as you speak it? In Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, Paul writes, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think on these things." On page 108 of Divine Audacity, let's see how quick I can flip to that page. Linda Martellett-Whitsitt writes, "Each of these things points to an ideal found only in our truest self, our infinite self, the source of which is divine. Divine honor, divine justice, divine love. Direct attention to these divine attributes." Now we talk a little bit about self-mastery. Self-mastery is our ability to guide our thoughts and actions with our infinite self, instead of reacting only from our human impulses or egoic impulses. Right? It's that tuning into spirit and guiding our thoughts, words, and action from that point. And this power of power is also spiritual authority, so that when I do speak, when you speak, We're speaking the truth that we most know. I'm speaking, and you, I am affirming, are speaking from a place of spiritual alignment. So I want to watch my words when I speak. And let me tell you something, okay? I have watched my words, and sometimes I am not happy with what I'm seeing. I always think to myself, my gosh, if I could just hit the rewind button. You know, have you ever been there? You know, you say something, you go, did I really just say that? Delete, delete. Unring the bell. One thing, though, I've discovered, once the bell rings, guess what? You cannot unring it. And then that's not only our outer words, is it? But the words we say to ourselves. Think about those for a moment. The language that we use when we're talking to ourselves. So this power is really important to be aware of. And so I would like to share a video. Alicia Keys, I don't know if you know her or not. She's an American singer, songwriter, and actress. And in the following video, she sums up her experience with the power of the spoken word. Let's take a look at it and see what you think.
I really do believe in the power of words. I think that it's the most incredible thing. When I first met my writing partner, I had a certain attitude. I would always be like, well, you know my luck. Well, probably with my luck, we're never gonna, and, so Crucial, that's his name, he said to me, why do you say that? And I was like, what? I mean, it was funny to me. I didn't see the problem. And he was like, why do you say those things? You'll never, my luck, or how it goes for me. Like, why do you say that? That's how it's gonna be if that's how you say it's gonna be. And that was so big for me because I never thought about that before. I never thought that the things I was saying just nonchalantly as a joke were actually creating what was gonna happen for me in my life. And when I thought about it and when I actually internalized it, I realized, wow, dang, I say if a lot, or I say probably won't a lot. I don't want to say those anymore. So I decided to take, I don't even use the word if. Anybody around me uses the word if, I'm always saying, you mean when? You mean when? So I don't even believe in the word if. I don't think it should exist, that word. And I really appreciate having been exposed to that concept that, the words that we speak, the things that we say in our life, the things that I say in my life every day is really, you're building your road with those words.
Wow, that's pretty amazing in a way when you think about that, and how important it is to be aware of that. Just being aware of it, what a difference it makes. So I remember back in 1999, yes, 1999, I decided that I was going to run a marathon. The Marine Corps Marathon, as a matter of fact, in Washington, D.C. And as it turns out, I did run that marathon. Took me a full work day, 8 hours. I think about it, I laugh. Does that, that means if I drove in the morning from Virginia Beach to Charlottesville, had lunch with one of you, and then went back home, I'd be back in my house before I was finished running that marathon. But anyway, what I remember the most about this, and this was life-changing for me, was that when I hit the upper mileage, the 15 to 20 mile runs, I really hit the wall. And the thing I did that was contributing to that was my self-talk. Like when I would get up in the morning at 4:30, because I'd do the run before I went to work, and Debbie would ride her bicycle with me. But I would get up and I'd go, I can't. Oh God, I don't want to do this. This is going to be painful. This is a long distance. I just don't feel like doing it. I was filling my mind with this kind of self-talk so that by the time I did the run, it was painful. And it was a hardship. And I had just started at Unity. This is a true story. A year before that, I had just started at Unity, and I remember one of the first stories, and most of us know it, where Myrtle Fillmore used to sit and bless her body. You know, the body parts, the organs. And so I remember one day saying to Deb, I'm going to try that. And so when I was running, I would say, thank you, arms. Oh, wow, you're pumping. This is good. We're moving. Thank you, heart, for pushing blood down to all the parts of my body that needed to do this run. And I would just go through, thank you, legs. Thank you, knees. It was awesome, and it was life-changing for me. Now, did it make running any easier, 15 or 20 miles? I don't know about that. But what it did do was it changed my mindset about what I was doing, the power of the spoken word. And you know, just that human side of me, and perhaps the human side of all of us, you know, we do that roller coaster ride. But what I've discovered is my ability, if I swing out, whatever it is I'm saying, I'm able to bring myself back to center a lot quicker. So that was a wonderful time for me and a beautiful learning. So true power springs from the understanding that I am always co-creating with Spirit through my words and my actions. And didn't Blair sing that, right? Whatever goes forth is going to come back, all right? So I just really appreciated that song this morning. Well, let's take a look at this, because this is how Charles describes power, and then Linda Martella-Whitsitt. Charles wrote that power swings open all the doors of body and mind. And Linda Martella-Whitsitt wrote that we are a point of power within one power. So again, when each of us are in touch with our true spirit, we know, we just know that the one power is within us. It's within me, it's within you, and that we can draw on that power at any time. So I always think, in truth, I am that power, and in truth, you are that power. So let's take another walk over to the banquet table, shall we? Okay, what's available to us now? I think I'll have a double dose of zeal. How about you guys? Just fill that plate up, okay? It's already filled with power. Let's fill it up with zeal. And let's take a moment again to just look at our inner world from a different perspective, and at the same time, our outer world too, because the power of zeal is our rightful power of enthusiasm, audacity. I love that word now. I've learned to love that word from doing this book study, and devotion. Now here's what Charles and Linda say about zeal. Charles Fillmore says that zeal is the impulse to go forward, the urge behind all things. And Linda Martella-Whitsitt says, in the field, I love this, in the field of zeal we dazzle and shine. And I'm looking at all of you, and I'm telling you, you are dazzling and you are shining today. I love that. Linda also writes that spiritual zeal is the ability to harness enthusiasm. See, that's a big one. Harness enthusiasm as a propellant into purposeful living. The ability to use audacity as a quality of boldness and forwardness. And the ability to be devoted to one's purpose. Now, I want you to think about Susie as she was drawing in that class that day. My goodness, right? Bring on the thunder of zeal. And did she not have an inner power that she was willing to express? Imagine Mrs. Smith was going, what? But you know, sometimes we can look at people and say, oh wow, I bet that person has a lot of zeal, because they're displaying it outwardly. But what was interesting, and what I read in the book, was that the behavior itself is not what tells us whether zeal is what's happening. Spiritually, zeal is looking forward and engaging wholeheartedly with the details of our life. And I say, caring about the big things and the little things and all things. Audacity is necessary, and it's a necessary quality for successful human living. Now, some folks consider audacity a double-edged sword, right? Because you might have some folks who display audacity as being pushy, or even we might use the term disrespectful. We see that as audacious. And at times we see other folks displaying audacity as courage and bravery. So it can show up in different ways. But the biggest part of audacity is holding ourselves accountable. Spiritual audacity is our capacity to boldly go in the direction of our intentions, to boldly go in the direction of our dreams and our vision. Linda writes on page 100 of Divine Audacity the following, and it's about the quality of devotion. Devotion is our capacity for wholehearted, single-minded attention. It is our power of intensity, the fire in our belly. As an aspect of zeal, devotion fulfills the law of mind, which is where thoughts go, energy flows. The flow of energy responding to devoted attention is not random. It is precise, amplifying and reproducing the original thought. Again, right there in the song that Blair sang this morning. What goes forth comes back. This is why spiritual practice is essential for a spiritual experience of life. So I want you to just think a moment about some of your spiritual practices. Because, there's any number of them that we could name that we immediately see them as a spiritual practice. Example, a daily prayer practice, a daily meditation practice, a daily affirmation practice. All of us would probably, I hope, agree those are spiritual practices. But there's many things that we do that sometimes we do them and we don't even think about them as spiritual practices. So like, for example, going for a walk in the great outdoors and engaging with nature. I have some folks that say that's their Sunday morning routine. That's their church outside, walking in nature. And the Divine Audacity book groups, hey, that is definitely a spiritual practice because it contains the special quality of fellowship. And what a joy that is. And another, appreciation of the arts and engaging in creative activities. So Carol Reamer and I co-facilitate one of the groups. And I meet with her once a week, and we just talk about what the following week is going to involve for our group. But what is so interesting, and I love this, Carol will always tell me the joy that she gets. She is an artist, and she paints. And the joy she gets from sitting outside in nature and painting, the peace and quiet that it brings her, and then doing something she loves. She's like the magnifying glass on canvas. Right? It's just beautiful works that she does. Total concentration and focus. And her devotion. The wholehearted, single-minded attention. I feel it when she describes it, and it's just wonderful. Talk about thunder and lightning coming from her when she talks about doing her artwork. It reminds me of Mr. Jensen. Now, Mr. Jensen was a teacher of elementary school folks, and he knew how to help children tap into their spiritual gifts. His outer world and his inner world, in my thought process, was just moving in a straight line forward. And he was able to particularly assist one little boy in seeing his own future in a way that I believe that little boy may not have ever thought of. So let's take a look.
I have a lot of memories from when I was a child. One that's always stuck out to me, though, was when I was about 10 years old, and I was in school, and I struggled. And I didn't struggle with English, math, or science. I struggled holding still. And I would try to listen and focus and process ideas, but I couldn't help myself. And to be honest, I would sit there and then I would just start tapping. And the students in the class would look at me and they'd say, hey, stop tapping. A lot of the time, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then eventually even the teachers got after me and they would yell at me and they'd say, Clint, you have to stop tapping. It got so bad that I got sent to the principal's office for tapping. And he said to me, okay, maybe when you go back to class, just try sitting on your hands. And so I did. I went back to class, and when I felt myself starting to tap, I did this. I sat on my hands. And that worked for about 5 seconds. One time I was tapping in class, and my teacher, Mr. Jensen, he looked at me and he yelled. And he said, Clint, stay after class. And I thought to myself, this is it. I am done. Now, I've always been the type of person that believes that a single moment in time can change a person's life. And this was one of those moments for me, and I will never forget it. And so I was sitting there with Mr. Jensen and an empty classroom. And he walked past me and he sat next to his desk and he said, Clint, come here, I want to talk to you. And as he looked me right in the eye, he said, now I need you to know something, you're not in trouble. But I do have just one question that I have to ask you. And he asked, he said, have you ever thought about playing the drums? And in that moment, Mr. Jensen, he leaned back and he opened the top drawer of his desk. And he reached in and he pulled out my very first pair of drumsticks. And he held them in his hands and he looked at me and he said, hey, Clint, you're not a problem. I think you're a drummer. That moment on, I've never put those sticks down. I've toured, recorded, and played drums all over the world. My whole college education was paid for with drumsticks in my hand. Just because of a single moment in time when somebody believed in me. And he saw something in me that I didn't even see within myself. And from that moment, I learned that there's a difference between being the best in the world and being the best for the world.
Well, that's the first time I've been able to watch that without bawling my eyes out, right? But the power of power and zeal. You know, in this video, to me, Mr. Jensen had it, and wow, he figured out a way in his divine audacity to have someone else see it in themselves. I just feel that's very, very powerful. And so I would like to just spend a moment before we bring our time together to a close, to just do an affirmation for ourselves. You know, just take a moment. I have them on the screen behind us, and I'm going to say it first, and I'm going to invite you to say it with me. So let me start. The power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. Will you say that with me together? The power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. Let's just take a second with that one. And now the next one, I'll start. I ignite my zeal by focusing on what brings me joy. Together. I ignite my zeal by focusing on what brings me joy. Purple for power. I see some of you wearing it today. Orange for zeal. I see some of you wearing it today. So you knew. I love that. So when we use our powers of power and zeal, we have the faith necessary to do what needs to be done by us. This week, think about what you would love to do, what you would love to pursue, whether it be large or small, and do it, regardless of the how of it. The great 20th century theologian and philosopher Howard Thurman wrote the following: don't ask yourself what the world needs, Ask yourself what makes you come alive and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. And that, my dear friends, is you. And so it is. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Whoa, thanks.
Music to take us into this time of meditation. So allow yourself to go into your inner space as you hear this music.
I wish you strength to rise unafraid, like the morning sun taking on the day. Because when you shine, you light up the place. So I wish you strength. I wish you faith that you'll overcome whatever you face until your journey's done, beyond any words, as certain as grace. I wish you faith. I wish you could see the you that I see there at the edge of possibility. I pray that you will find all that you need. I wish you peace that comes from within, the gentle release of all that might have been, like the stillness that waits between waking and sleep. I wish you peace. I wish you faith. I wish you peace. I wish you strength.
So if you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes and simply breathe now more deeply into this moment in time, allowing yourself to rest easily and effortlessly right where you are, and feeling the gentle pull of gravity on your torso, gravity on your legs and feet. Even on the muscles of your face, just allowing them to rest, to feel centered and grounded right where you are. And I invite you to consider this vital area in your body, all around your neck, starting with your throat in the front, moving all the way back to the back of your neck. And this is a vital, vital area in our bodies. One of the seat of power in the front and zeal in the back of the neck. And we bless this area now. Bless it with attention and gratitude for all that this area of our body does for us and through us. And we now claim that our power center and our zeal center right in our neck is aligned, is clear, is open and free, free of any restriction or tension. We see it now blessed with this divine light, filled from front to back, side to side, with divine light radiating through it and from it. And I invite you to, in your imagination, in your inner eye, go directly to the front of your throat, the opening of the power chakra right there, and infuse it with a brilliant purple light, allowing that light to radiate through every single tissue and cell of the mechanism that is your power center, your speaking, your articulating, all of it alive with that purple energy of power. You are able to use your power center now to speak truth, to bring forth sound, perhaps through singing, through speaking, through whistling, through humming. All of your power is able to be expressed because you are claiming your words, your thoughts, and your actions. Your spiritual power of power is present and allows others around you to awaken to their divine identity. Breathe and expand into that area of your chakra of power. Feel into that space now, allowing it to be free and clear. And moving now very powerfully, allow your neck, your head to go to the left and to the right, so very gently and easily, waking up the muscles on either side of your neck. Allow your head to rest forward, not straining, just allow it to move easily and move to the right, your ear to your shoulder, Move to the left, the ear to the other shoulder, and back to center. All of those wonderful muscles are now aligned and relaxed, allowing the zeal energy from the back of your neck, right at the cranial sacral connection, allowing it now to be filled with energy of zeal. And if you would like to invite a color of orange to infuse that whole area of the back of your neck, the cranial sacral connection there, and all of those muscles of the back of your neck now flowing with energy and light and orange color, allowing that just to be in effortless flow right in the back of your neck. And we know that this energy of that opening is filled with the power of zeal, the power of enthusiasm, of energy, of life-giving energy. It is devoted to whatever it is that you are bringing forth, and it is audacious as well. We see this energy now flowing from that energy center in the back of your neck. And we know that as you bring forth your divine ideas through the front of your neck, that the back of your neck is supporting that as well. That your whole neck area, front and back, is in alignment with the truth and the power of the truth that you are bringing forth. And this can be in any creative expression that you are choosing. It can be through your speaking, through your writing, through your singing, through your creativity of painting or dancing or whatever you are bringing forth in that way comes from this magnificent, vital area of your neck, front and back and all around. You can now be very centered in your evolutionary divine power of zeal and power combined and co-related to each other. Take a few minutes to feel into this energy, front and back and all around, expressing who you truly are. Take a moment in the silence to appreciate this, to celebrate this wonderful pair of power that each one of us has. And I invite you to remember of time when you were aligned with your truth and you spoke it forth and you were heard so deeply, so clearly, and so profoundly. You were coming from these centers of power and zeal. So as we bring back with us this new awareness, this new depth of understanding of who we are as power and zeal, we bring this awareness, this understanding, this memory, these memories of the times when we did use this power and zeal together for the good of all around us, knowing that we can do this anytime that we choose. And so we allow ourselves now to begin to move a little bit, perhaps move your head and neck a little bit again, freeing up that area, just allowing it to be so relaxed and full, vibrant and alive. And begin now breathing more deeply, allowing the energy to flow through your entire body, moving your arms, your legs, your feet, your hands, your fingers, just reminding yourself where you are, coming back to this time and place. And knowing that you, as truth students, have so much to express from your center. We see you now going forth into your lives to be filled with power and zeal, to make a difference everywhere that you go. And we are so grateful. And so it is. Amen. Amen. And when you're ready, simply allow your eyes to open, fully refreshed and energized to face your day with your powers alive within you. And so it is. Amen.
So this is a time where we get to give back. Is Maria here somewhere?
Yes, she is.
Oh,
way
come on,
back.
come on up. And as she's walking up, I want to welcome anyone who's here for the first time. Anyone here for the first time this morning? Welcome, welcome.
Glad you're with us.
Glad you're with us.
today.
Thanks. And we'll be back at the back of the sanctuary at the end if you'd like to come and introduce yourself.
Whew. That was incredible. Thank you, everyone. And so good morning. One of the things that happened last week at our annual meeting is we had time for questions, and Kate Adamson asked, what can we, the congregation, do to support the board at Unity of Charlottesville? And Patricia there were lots of answers, but Patricia had a lovely answer, which was, give us your financial support, right? So I'm the board president, just in case you don't know. And give us your financial support so that we as the board can do our work, right? We want to support our ministers, our music team, our beautiful campus, and we need your help to do that. So with that in mind, this is week 2 of our fantastic fall fundraiser. Ta-da! And so our goal is $20,000. And again, seems like a lot of money. I do not have $20,000 to write a check. But together, we can easily do this. And we want to remind ourselves, too, that we are always in the flow. Unity is a tithing church. And when you give us a gift for the Fantastic Fall Fundraiser, we want to thank you by giving back. So if you give a gift of $50 to $99, you will get a Unity mask, right? Unity swag. For a gift of $100 to $199, we have a lovely CD from Jan and JD. For $200 to $399, we have not just a Unity calendar of inspiration, it's a perpetual calendar, so you can use it every year, as well as a journal. And for $400 to $999, we can choose a Unity t-shirt. I'm so excited to get one. Or a lovely lamp that has a prayer for protection on it. And if your gift is $1,000 or more, you get the t-shirt and the lamp. So your whole house could just be like wonderful reminders. Everywhere you go, walking around, you can represent, right? Like Anne was talking about, the power of your thoughts and words. And these are all reminders, right, of our thoughts and words and how we can bring forth beautiful things. So keep going, because there's more. And if you give $50 or more, you are signed up to win one of these fancy schmancy vacuums. I got one last year, changed my life. Everyone is so much cleaner in our house. So you can pay with cash, you can pay with check, and online. We're trying. So if you want to pay online, because it's such a big gift, work with us. We will work with you. All right, we're going to work out the details of that. So please take this into prayer. Think what is yours to do, right? And one of the things we're doing too is we have actually a little team of people who are covering the cost of these lovely gifts so that 100% of the money goes to Unity. So if you want to join our little team, let me know. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Wait, you're going to stay here, right? Maria?
No, after.
Okay. So these are some other ways that you give. We're actually working with Christine, our new office manager, to try to figure out how we can do this online. We haven't been able to figure it out. As you know, Mark is now happily living in Kansas City, so we'll be talking to him about that. But there are ways to give online. You can give on our brand new app. You can text to give. You can give online, and you can also mail a check in, or you can just bring a check in. So these are the different ways that we can support financially Unity. And we have a blessing. Let's do that together, our blessing. So, here, together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Life can seem a sea of dreams. You float serene until the waves start pounding. Then all you knew is lost from view. All you can do is to keep from drowning so far away from home. But you are not alone. Believe you can rise up and stand and see a brand new day. You can be clear, be real, say what you feel, begin to heal. You can, you will. Though your heart's like lead, don't you hang your head. Have no dread for tomorrow. This crooked track is no cul-de-sac. The way winds back out of sorrow. Day will follow night. Wrong will be made right. Believe you can rise up and stand and see a brand new day. You can be clear, be real, say what you feel, begin to heal. You can. You can, you must have faith, have trust. Your soul will mend, you'll sing again. This grief can't kill, can't break your will, as long as you hold fast and still. Believe you can rise up and stand and see a brand new day. You can be clear, be real, say what you feel, begin to heal. You will, you will. Believe that you can rise up and stand a brand new day. You can, you will. Say what you feel, begin to heal. You can, you will. You can, you will. You will, you will. Well.
I'm back. All right, this is a big week. This is Patricia's last week here at Unity of Charlottesville. Yes. Yeah, I know. So I have a whole list of things for you to check on your mental checklist. So we are having our goodbye and hello party next Sunday, Halloween. Come in your costumes. We are going to usher Patricia out from Unity of Charlottesville after 20 years with laughter and love and stories. And we want to do it in style, and we're gonna. And we're gonna be welcoming and crowning Don with his royal senior minister robes and scepter. So it's, yeah, you want to be there. You want to be there. So if you have not signed up, you can do it two ways. One of two ways. One is there's just a physical piece of paper out in the narthex. You can sign up and let me know what you want to have for lunch. You can also click onto the website and go through there to do it. The deadline is Tuesday. That's when I need to let the caterer know. So if you can let me know, like really today or tomorrow at the latest, because Tuesday morning I want to send that in. So sign up for lunch by Monday, hopefully. And then remember that lunch will be provided, but bring your own bottle of water, okay? And there's also going to be a treasure chest for Patricia, and this is where you can put your love notes to her. Again, we're not going to see her after October 31st. She's going to be hiding somewhere. I don't know. And so this is your time to write your love notes to her and memories that you want her to be able to take with her and look at. And also that if you want to give her a cash or check as a thank you for her service these last 20 years, that's something you can bring with you. We're going to have some prepared remarks, but if you want, we're going to have a mic if you want to share a little bit. And here's the thing, love you all so much, but if each of you gets up and talks for 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to love you a little less, right? So if you want to share something, please think about it this week and think, really, what can I distill into just one little vignette, like a minute or two, okay? And I think that's it. But yeah, come. Wear your costumes, have lunch. We're going to laugh, we're going to cry. It's going to be great.
Thanks, Maria. See, she's fairly sizzling with zeal. Yeah, you're going to come up? You know, Charles Fillmore is Unity's co-founder. He had a very famous statement that's much quoted that when he was 93, he said, I don't know it exactly, but he said, I fairly sizzle with zeal to do all that is mine to do, something like that. And I always thought he was saying, I fairly sizzle with veal. I always imagined him walking around with a piece of sizzling veal, but anyway.
He may have done that.
Yeah, maybe.
So today is my last small group sharing at 1:30 because we have a facilitators meeting at 12. So if you would like to join, there are some spaces. People have already signed up, so they will get first preference. And it'll be down in the terrace level. I've had so much fun with the other small groups. It's been really, really delightful. So thank you all who made that possible. Thank you.
Wednesday night, Faith Lift group from 6:30 to 7 every Wednesday. And if you have something that's weighing on your heart, healing for yourself or someone else, this is a fabulous, very, very powerful half hour. So you're welcome to join us on Zoom. And we have a brand new app, as many of you know. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you can do it from here, at this link, or you can go to our website and do it. And this is a way that you can watch live stream of Sunday services on your phone. You can get messages, updates. You can pray, ask for prayer, be prayed for by other folks. So it's a lot of fun. Hope you do that. Whoops. And this is our brand new office manager, Christine. And I hope you'll have the opportunity to meet with her. I think she will be here next week to meet. And this is our parade of office managers. Mark is happily sitting in Kansas City, I hope, right now, having just moved this week.
And Alicia.
And Alicia, yeah, there was Alicia also, right.
Okay. And Maria alluded to this. You know, next week is Halloween. So we are Unity. We love your self-expression. If you would like to wear costumes, you are more than happy to do so. And welcome to do it, and or wear whatever you want. You know, it's Unity, but we'll have a good time. And we do have a pastoral care team. Let us know if you have pastoral needs, if you're going in the hospital or whatever. You know, we want to support you during those times. Sometimes we don't hear about it right away, so let us know. You know, how we can support you at those times. And for those of you online, there will be virtual fellowship till about noon, so you're welcome to stay on.
Kate, any announcements?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, everybody. We had a really sweet Sunday in Kids Church today. We had 2 of our Uniteen-aged girls, and we did a walk on the labyrinth and chatted about our lives. My youth ed announcement, many of you know that I am also ending my time here as youth ed director. I will still be around. But we have hired a new youth ed director, Mark Boston, who is fabulous. I'm so excited for you all to meet him. And on Sunday, November 7th, after church, specifically for parents and youth ed teachers, we're going to have a time for folks to sit down and get to know Mark and also share what has been powerful for you about the youth ed program, what you want to see more of in the youth ed program. So Sunday, hang out with Mark after church and get to know him and give him the opportunity to get to know you.
Nice.
All right,
Well,
and so
let's
let's bless the kids.
All right.
Children, Uniteens, YOUers, teachers and parents, you are loved, special, and important. So true.
Thank you.
And please, please hold with us in prayer. We are seeing, envisioning, and imagining and using our 12 powers for a thriving and dynamic youth and family ministry. These kids out there who have just been in lockdown and just, isolated and all of that stuff, we want to see them back here getting some spiritual nourishment. And we know that the message that we have to offer them, that they can be and do anything, is powerful. So please hold that vision with us.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank everybody who made this service possible. And as we're doing that, I'd love to invite our prayer teams to go to their various places. We'll have the healing helpers in the corner. And Peggy Ruth is here with us today for one-on-one prayer. And we're very grateful to our prayer teams. Thank you, sound and light and media. And Mark and Aisha, I believe you've been online as well. Thank you, Blair, and wonderful music team. Thank you, Rhonda and Jim.
And Blair wrote a lot of that music today, by the way. Everybody knows that.
Yes, that's from her CD. Yes.
CDs in the bookstore. Thank you.
And we both want to thank Ann DeMichael for being here. A wonderful message. Thank you. So let us stand and share together our prayer for protection. Together, please. The light of God surrounds us.
The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And wherever God is, all is well. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternal. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin
Okay, everyone, speak your truth this week with power and authority and love. Have a wonderful week. See you next week.